The City Response Team Task Force was commissioned by the Greater Accra Regional Minister Henry Quartey some 2 months ago to ensure an enforcement of the sanitation bylaws under the Operation Clean Your Frontage initiative. This is a policy that seeks to ensure that individuals and corporate entities are held responsible for the cleanliness of their immediate environs. The task force was expected to ensure that traders are not vending along the principal streets of Accra, and drivers also do not park indiscriminately on the streets of Accra. However, just last week, members of the task force were asked to halt their operations by the Secretariat due to allegations of political interference by the Greater Accra Regional Youth Organizer, Moses Abo. Now, with our interaction with a technical advisor from the Secretariat, the task force has resumed operations, and on Wednesday, Citi News set out to the Central Business District of Accra to find out how members of the task force are discharging their duties. But with our visit to Tudu, we realized that the task force were not available on the grounds. We rather saw the presence of members of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly Task Force trying to ward off traders from the street, but this could not yield much of a result.
Has been coming to it. The last one they did that was the last Friday. No, they did it well, but you see they didn't ask like how supposed to ask, because if you are doing, you're supposed to hurt. Take them, let them clean it, and in front of you, let them put it in the boiler. So when they do like that, it will be far better. But when they come, let them sweep, then they will leave the place. Wherever you left the place, the person you told to clean the place, at your presence, he attempted to do it. But when you left the whole thing like that, because you are not serious. You yourself, you are not serious. You yourself, you are not part of the job. Whereby you help them to clean, they see you are clean, then you help them. So when they do it like that, oh, let's clean the place, you assist them. You make sure on your presence, he did it and put it in rubber and tie it and put it in the boiler. And it will be far better.
Since they came, have you seen any improvement in terms of the filth within this particular area?
Oh, I've seen a lot of improvements. Apart from the car, sometimes they park around the car, then they sack them. So that one they do it well.
So you mean the cars that park along the roadside, they sack them?
They sack them all right too. Okay. Yes.
But today we haven't seen them here.
They haven't come yet.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe because of the weather.
But when was the last time you saw them?
That was on Monday, no.
Yeah. So we've realized that most of the traders have taken over the pavements which are meant for pedestrians and are applying their trade. The task force was trying to ensure that these traders do not end up on the street, but that could not yield much of a result, because we see that the traders are making gradual efforts back onto the streets, and the drivers are also witnessing a bit of a traffic along the Tudu stretch in Accra. This is the CMB area of Accra, and the situation is no different from what we witnessed at Tudu. Still, with traders making efforts back onto the street to ply their trade. Drivers also experiencing gridlock due to the indiscriminate parking by other drivers along the Kwame Nkrumah Avenue stretch. So there in your shot, drivers trying to maneuver their way through the CBD due to the heavy vehicular traffic caused by indiscriminate parking and also trading along the street by traders. We've noticed that members of the City Response Team Task Force are not yet on the grounds to undertake their operations. They are expected to ensure that these traders are prevented from the streets, and also drivers do not undertake any form of unlawful parking along the stretch. But that is not what we are witnessing today during a visit to the area by Citi News. Operation Clean Your Frontage, I'm a banishu.
Oh, I'm a bad dad. But I try to more 8:30 to 9 I'm a bad. Come about how often what choke a pavement and I'm against Citi and Akashi.
Citi and Akashi no or Taskforce.
Oh, but pavement no why you fafe jame he wa ka me ba mete ya no wakpato hye fefe ona ka wa ya to wakpato hye gbogbo hye ka me ba me kwa ka wa wole no ye no wotala sha me wo jachu ame ha no woto hye no wotala ka ya ase
apart from no I mean e kwa me
apart from ra me fe no kwa me ho abe ho abe sure gbe he fe ke to like ya
sino wo ba na wona me bi
okay abe ba ho amete I'm for imagine again and bow. Come and take a me who was on America.
So, just some few minutes after our visit to the Central Business District, we have noticed the presence of one of these members of the Citi Response Team Taskforce trying to ward off drivers from unlawful parking in the Central Business District with assistance from the police.
And I pam class in a block of road. Mama, traffic into me flow. Until you have pam, you have mama cars now. Ako. Now a beam call our grocery. They beam so 31st. But it's here no one babacan on my bomba bacan. How much you go share your patient car? Patient on babacan. But one problem, difficulty facing this year.
Do I say now? What's more?
Oh, you end up 5. You bet me 5. You bet me about. You 10. You bet me about. Na baby so I the doors. Nti eba in Bob. Eba no group. Nti omo group say na I no omo dwane say eba baako no. Na one problem na blood drivers in difficulty facing this year no say. Drivers say omo ayede omo police for na jo lances nti omo jo lances a no ma park omo mekwa kwaje lances no before answer omo butu car na ayede efiwo bani na no e may problem nti wo ka catch do abane kura na on kasa ho.
A member of the Operation Clean Your Frontage Secretariat, Emmanuel Clotte, has been speaking to Citi News on the activities of the task force.
They have they resumed work since last week. And they are back on their normal schedule to make sure we have a clean Accra and also to enforce the Operation Clean Your Frontage bylaws. Because gradually people are getting to realize that the responsibility for the cleaning of your frontage and your own premise has shifted back to the citizenry, or should I say households and city dwellers at large. So people are beginning to respond to that particular responsibility. You'd realize that we've not really activated much of prosecutions because the interest is not to prosecute people. It's more to bring people to the realization that a clean Accra is a shared responsibility.
But some also think that without using the aggressive method, you wouldn't be able to yield that expected results.
Aggression is necessary, but it's also tactically deployed. So like I said, gradually we're getting there. As I speak to you now, there are prosecutions still ongoing, but it's not been on a mass scale. Because if you look at the current sanitation circumstances, there should have been like a drastic prosecutions, so to say, but that's not happening because we engage the people. You know, when the people are acting based on understanding, and more of an activation of their shared responsibility, it's more convenient.
Reporting from the Central Business District of Accra, my name is Ni Aikwe Okain for Citi News.